The clock on your nightstand reads 11:47 p.m. The world outside your window has gone silent. Every light in your neighborhood is off. Everyone is asleep, except you. Your eyes are wide open, staring at the ceiling. That same stupid conversation playing on repeat in your head for the 5th hour in a row. Why? Because at 3 p.m. yesterday, someone at the tea stall, or maybe that guy from accounting, or perhaps your own relative, threw a casual remark your way, a little jab, a look that lasted 1 second too long. And now, that person, the one who said it, has been asleep for hours, snoring peacefully, not a care in the world. They'd probably forgot they even spoke to you. But you've been fighting a war in your head against a ghost for the last 6 hours? I should have said this. Next time, I'll show him. You're rehearsing dialogues for a scene that's already over? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Will you be doing this again tomorrow night? It should, because this isn't a one-time movie. This is the reality show of your life, playing every single day. A boss, a friend, a stranger, and an auto someone crosses your path, and suddenly your entire internal climate shifts from sunny to stormy. And you hand over your peace, your sleep, your precious mental energy like it's going out of style? Now listen closely. This might sting, but it's the truth. That person? They just threw some words into the wind. They didn't hand you a poison, but you caught it. You uncorked it and drank it yourself. They simply pushed a button on a machine, and the machine started shaking and smoking. Anger, anxiety, irritation, do you know what this means? It means the remote control to your life isn't in your hands. It's in theirs. They change the channel and your mood flips. They turn up the volume and your blood pressure spikes. This is how puppets live. This is how slaves operate. And right now, that's you. But today, that slavery ends. Today, I'm going to share a truth you want to find in any self-help book with a sunset on the cover. This is wisdom carved from the rough stone of real life. We're talking about how to snatch your remote back. How to build a fortress so strong that when people try to push your buttons, they just break their fingers. And the ultimate weapon for this? It's the art of not reacting. But it's not as simple as just ignore it. Do it the wrong way, and you'll look like a coward. Do it the right way, and you command the room. What is the one type of silence that terrifies people? Today, we break down the science of strategic ignorance, the skill that turns an ordinary man into a master of the game. This video rests on 3 pillars. First, why do you melt at the slightest heat? We're looking at your core programming. When to hit ignore and when to hit reply. Second, who are the vampires in your life? We're identifying the energy leeches. And third, the practical field manual. Step-by-step instructions on how to ignore without looking weak. First, let's clear up a massive misconception. You've heard it 1,000 times. Silence is golden. The one who keeps quiet rules. Many motivation guys preach this. Just ignore, bro. Don't react. I say, hold on. That's a half-truth, and a half-truth is more dangerous than a lie? If you live in a society, a colony, a tight-knit community, and you stay silent at every insult, they won't see you as a king. They'll mark you as a pushover. They'll think you have no spine. They'll walk all over you. In many places, being too nice is a weakness, so what's the move? Scream at everyone? Pick a fight on every corner? No, that's just trading your dignity for noise. If a dog barks and you bark back, are you the man or just another dog? So what's the razor-thin line between dignity and dumbness? The real answer is what the old strategists figured out centuries ago. Be both the lion and the fox. You must know how to use silence, not be a slave to it. There are 2 kinds of silence. Get this into your head. The first is the silence of the weak. Someone disrespects you in public and you look at your shoes, hands sweating, heart pounding. You're quiet because you're terrified. This silence will destroy you. The second is the silence of the predator. A lion doesn't roar before it attacks. It goes completely still. Its focus is absolute. It doesn't move a muscle. This silence is terrifying to the opponent. This is the silence you want. When someone pokes you, when they try to provoke a reaction, do not respond immediately. A word fired in anger is a bullet that always hits your own foot. Your biggest weakness is that you've been trained to seek approval. From childhood, you're taught to be good. What will people say? Your parents asked. Society programmed you to need a gold star. So when someone calls you bad, you panic. Am I really bad? You start defending yourself. You start arguing. And right there, you've lost the battle. Remember this, the man who explains himself too much looks weak. The man who just keeps walking, unshaken, looks like he owns the road. But walking away doesn't work everywhere. You need to know when to use your weapon and when to sheath it. When should you absolutely not ignore? If someone attacks your family, your parents, your siblings, your spouse, you do not ignore. You stand your ground. If someone directly assaults your honor in a public forum, staying quiet, there is a sin. If the same person keeps testing you, day after day, your silence becomes their permission slip to keep pushing. If a colleague repeatedly steals your credit at work, you must take action. Keep quiet there, and your career is gone. When should you ignore? When a random clown on the street tries to provoke you, engaging with him lowers you to his level. When a distant relative throws a taunt once a year at a family function, why waste your energy on a ghost? When a troll comments nonsense on social media, they won't even remember your name tomorrow. When a jealous person is desperate for a reaction, starve them. And when you starve them, what happens inside their head? Understand this difference. Not all silence is the same. Not all noise is strength. The wise one knows when to speak and when to let his silence do the talking. Now, let's identify the pests. Who is actually raising your blood pressure? Your life is likely infested with 3 types of parasites. Recognize them or you'll never win. First, the envious ones, your hidden enemies. These are people who can't stand your growth. They're often disguised as friends, their signature move. When something good happens to you, a new job, a new bike, their mouth says, "Congrats," but their eyes scream, "Why him?" They'll immediately point out a flaw. "Nice bike, but the mileage is terrible, you know?" An ancient philosopher once said the best revenge against these people is to simply rise so high they can even see you. I agree. Let them rot in their own juice. Answering them means giving them respect. When you fight them, you bring them to your level. Don't become a mystery. Share nothing. When the news stops flowing, they starve to death. Second, the critics. The free advisors. These are the people who have achieved nothing significant in their own lives, yet they have a PhD in giving advice on yours. They're like the spectators in the stands, yelling at the batsmen on the field about how to play. These are your uncles, your neighbors, your well-wishers. Don't start that business. You'll fail. Stick to a government job. It's safe. Listening to them is like digging your own grave. Don't argue with them. Just give them a polite smile. Yes, sir, you're absolutely right. And then go do exactly what you were going to do. If you debate them, they feel important. They think their opinion matters. Don't give them that satisfaction. Third, the most dangerous ones, the energy vampires, they don't look like enemies. They look like victims. They are always crying. My luck is bad. Everyone is against me. After 5 minutes with them, you feel like your own battery is at 1%. They eat your time and your mental peace. They could be friends, even family. A man stuck in quicksand will pull you down with him trying to get out. Help them if you can, but do not become their daily garbage dump. Keep a little distance. Take longer to reply. Be polite, but be unavailable. The cure for all 3 is the same. Preserve your energy. Don't spend your premium attention on people who don't value it. Your attention is your currency. Spend it wisely. Have you ever wondered what happens in someone's mind when you completely ignore them? It's fascinating, and it gives you immense power. Top brain scientists say the brain registers social rejection, being ignored in the exact same way it registers physical pain. A slap and being ignored? Same signal in the brain? Think about that. When you don't reply, when you don't react, their brain starts to short-circuit. Why? Because the human mind cannot handle uncertainty. As long as you're fighting, they know the game. They're angry, you're angry. But when you do nothing, they have no map. What happened to him? Why didn't he say anything? Am I so irrelevant that he won't even fight me? These questions will haunt them at night, during the day on loop. You're living rent-free in their head, and they can't evict you. Picture this, a colleague is trying to embarrass you in a meeting. They expect you to get red, to stutter, to fight back. But you just look at them for 1 second with zero emotion on your face, and then you calmly go back to your notes. as if they don't exist, as if their sound is muted. You know what happens? They will go home and obsess. Why didn't he react? They'll tell their friends, he just ignored me, man. They will think about you more after you ignore them than they ever would if you default. You've taken up permanent, free residence in their head without saying a word. People crave closure. They need the argument to end, even if it ends badly. They want you to speak so they can speak back. It's a game of tennis. They hit the ball, waiting for you to hit it back. If you just don't swing, the game is over. They're left standing alone on the court, racket in hand, looking like a fool. Watch the sequence. First they get confused. Then they try harder. They get louder. Are you listening to me? That loudness? That's their desperation leaking out, their weakness on display. The calmer you stay, the crazier they look, and everyone else is watching. They can see exactly who is in control and who is losing their mind. It's like passing a pile of garbage on the street. You don't sit down to argue with it. You hold your nose and walk on. That's how you handle these people. For your own peace. The ultimate revenge is your own progress and your own smile. When they see you happy and moving forward without them, that's the harshest punishment you can give. Now, let's address the biggest mistake you're making. It might hurt, but I'm going to say it anyway. You've become cheap. Your market value has tanked. Basic economics. When supply is high, price crashes. Potatoes can be great, but if trucks full of them show up, they'll sell for next to nothing. Why is gold expensive? Because it's rare. Look at your life. You are available for everything. Phone rings, you pick it up instantly. Message pops up, you reply immediately. Someone calls, you show up. Yes, boss, I'm free. People don't respect you because you're always there. You're a given. Oh, he'll come. No need to even ask him properly. You need to become a little more expensive. This doesn't mean becoming arrogant. It means stop giving your time to everyone. If a friend doesn't pick up your call twice, you don't need to call a third time. Teach them your value without saying a word. Stop replying instantly. Stop saying yes to everything. Scenario 1, someone texts you, you're free. Don't reply for an hour or two. The signal? Your life has value. You're busy. Scenario 2, last-minute plans. Hey, let's meet tonight. Don't say yes every time. Sometimes just say, can't today? Maybe some other time. When you're not perpetually available, they'll start valuing your presence. But, and this is crucial, don't play these games with your real people. Don't do this to your parents, your partner, your true close friends. With them, be 100% available. Don't bring ego into your home. Be the lion outside, but the loyal one at home. The context is everything. When you're negotiating a deal or meeting new people, if you look desperate, please talk to me, please give me this job, they will squeeze you dry. But if your eyes say, if we work together, great. If not, I'm still solid, people will be drawn to you. Because the world chases confidence, not desperation. Don't be a commodity. Set your own price. This all sounds great in theory. But when someone actually insults you on the street, your blood boils. Anger takes the wheel. There was a famous psychologist, Carl Jung, who said there's an animal inside you. Rage, hatred, violence. If you don't control it, it will control you. You have to become the master of that animal. Start your training today. 3 steps, real-world situations included. Step 1 is the hardest because it's only 3 seconds long. Step 1, the pause. The moment someone pushes your button, do not open your mouth. Count silently. 1, 2, 3. They expect you to explode. You give them silence. In those 3 seconds, ask yourself, do I want to waste my precious energy on this donkey? The answer will be no. Those 3 seconds transform you from animal to human. Real situation? In a team meeting, your boss gives credit for your work to someone else? The wrong move? Immediately shouting, "Sir, that was mine," creating a scene. The right move? Stay silent for 3 seconds. After the meeting, go to him privately with proof. You don't need to be a hero in public. Secure your rights in private. Step 2, the look. Don't look down. Cowards look at their shoes. And don't glare like a thug. You need a cold, neutral stare, like you're looking at a blank wall. No emotion on your face, not anger, not hurt. In the city, they call it a poker face. In the village, they call it being thick-skinned. Become so thick-skinned their poison can't penetrate. When your face becomes a blank sheet of paper, your enemy panics. Why isn't it affecting him? Real situation. A relative at a wedding taunts you. Still single? Still no job? Wrong move. Face turning red, getting defensive. Right move, a slight, calm smile. Yes, uncle, everything takes time. How's your health? Same expression, change the topic, they get no satisfaction. They'll try again next time, and you'll do the same. Eventually, they get bored. Step 3. The delay. If someone says something nasty over text or phone, do not type back immediately. Angry fingers move fast, but a furious brain is a dumb brain. Put the phone down. Drink water, go for a walk, look at it after 2 hours. You'll see that the issue looks much smaller. Maybe you won't even reply. And if you still need to, the reply will be sharp and smart, not loud and dumb. A reply from a cool mind hits like a bullet. A hot-headed reply is just noise. Real situation. Someone takes a passive-aggressive dig at you in a WhatsApp group. Wrong move, instant counter, attack, drama in the group. Right move, see it, put the phone away, check it tomorrow. 90% chance you'll think, forget it, waste of time. And if you still reply, it will be a much better one. Final truth, life is a chessboard, most people are pawns. They just move forward without thinking, reacting emotionally. He hit me, I'll hit him back. And they get taken off the board. You need to be the player. A player doesn't make a move in anger. A player looks at the whole board. They know when to advance and when to retreat. They know when to speak and when silence is the best move. They know when to ignore and when to take action. When you change after watching this, people will say, oh, he's got an attitude now, he's changed. They'll try to push your old buttons again to pull you back down. Don't move, just smile and keep walking. Your inner fortress is strong now. Storms may rage outside, but the lamp inside stays lit, your peace remains. Remember, the one who holds his own remote is the only one who is truly free. If your strings are in someone else's hands, you're a puppet, no matter how big your muscles are. The choice is yours. Will you remain a pawn? Or will you become the player? So, is it still going to be 12 a.m. tonight? Staring at the ceiling, burning yourself over someone who isn't even thinking about you? Or are you taking your remote back? I have a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, whenever someone tries to push your buttons, just pause for 3 seconds. Then decide. Do you want to suffer or do you just want to move forward? You don't need to tell anyone. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Just do it quietly for yourself. Real strength doesn't need an audience. If what I said made sense to you, if you felt this wasn't just fluff, but the real deal, and if you think the young men in our towns and cities need to hear this truth, then hit that like button. And if you have the courage to face reality, subscribe to the Inner Blade. You won't find sugarcoating here, but you will find the right medicine. More deep, unfiltered content is coming your way. Until next time, stay calm, but stay alert.